Hello guys, this is Diane. Thank you for coming to my channel. Today is Saturday. I'm going to clean up my craft room today after I do the finishing touches on the sewing journals, sewing pattern journals that I just made. You have seen this view of my craft room a few times recently, and I'm facing this way because the rest of my room is a disaster. So I had a question from a viewer on how I keep my room organized while I'm crafting. And my answer was, I don't. So I thought it would be fun for you to see my room before I clean it up after a project. So here we are, this neat and tidy area, except that down here is a box. It's the Happy Mail that I got. I think that was the one from, no, that's actually an order from Carla. So I haven't put that away because I was in the middle of a project, and so I just haven't taken the time to put all that stuff away. And this is my cart with ephemera in it, and so 2 of the boxes are not here because I've been using them. And I've been taking this off but putting it back on. And this one down here has my flowers and things like that in it. Flowers, birds, and butterflies. And that goes back here. So I can't reach it from my table. So I've just been leaving this down here and grabbing it as needed. Also, my seam binding little drawer is pulled out because I was accessing that, and I'll be using it again today. Here are the 2 plastic boxes that go up here, plus pattern pieces, pattern book pages, some other pages that I was using in the journals. And I leave them there in case I need them for the project. And I don't always do that. I usually have them on my project tray. But I had so many different things for this project. There's stuff everywhere. And then my cutting tray, I did cut a few things, some flowers and some shapes. So that won't take long to put away. I just left them out in case I needed to cut more. Here are some fabric pieces that came in my Happy Mail from Emily. So I think I have the rest of her Happy Mail in my office. And I haven't put that away yet, but it's out of my way, at least in the office. So I will be putting that away as part of my cleanup. All right, on my sewing, oh, down here is a bunch of fabrics too that need to be cleaned up. I have laces, and I usually keep whatever trims and laces I'm going to use, I keep here, but they kind of spilled over, and it's just a jumbled mess back here. I used some of my flowers and appliques. My pom-pom, I put some of them away, so let's just put that one back up there. And I also used some of those pom-poms, more vintage ones. I used millinery flowers, but I did put those things back. And just some things that I get out. My Mod Podge is still there. It goes in my office. I have space for paints and mixed media type of stuff in there, so that's where that goes. And these things have nothing to do with the project I was working on. They're just extra things that I didn't deal with. So I'll have to deal with them as I clean up. Well, these are tags that I was using for the project. My measuring tape that I was using is there. These are pieces that I used to put together some bundles that are going with the journals. And this is some tissue paper. I brought that in here at the end of the project because I brought in my scale so I could weigh the journal in the box, and I put a piece of tissue paper in the box and the bundle that I'll be sending, because the journal will be wrapped in tissue paper. So I try to include everything that'll go in the box when I weigh it, so I can list it. And then my workstation. So up here, it still looks pretty good. But down here, this is the disaster I work in. So my glues are here. Some of them are still out. My flowers that I've been using, my reinforcements, I'll need to refill them. My little stack of paper clip boxes, and these 2 punches I was using frequently in the project. And up here, I just put all of my colorful tickets and my dry cleaning ephemera. So I was using that pretty frequently. My ink is usually up here, but I kept it here where I could grab it. And here I have a pile of the paper doll, actually images cut from sewing patterns and the pattern catalogs. If you saw my process videos, you saw me going through these a lot. And these went back and forth from here to my project tray, which I'll show you in a minute. This is my organized tray, which is no longer organized, but it's sort of organized. The small things are here, the medium things are here, and the bigger things are back there. And I didn't use this a lot. This is my box of sewing ephemera. I didn't use this tray a lot. I usually have larger pieces of paper here, like my scrapbook papers and stuff. So I just have the scraps here, and I think some ledger paper is here in case I needed it. So I just basically kept pulling from here to use my scraps of scrapbook paper. And down here is one of my placemat pouches that has the die cuts, and I use the die cuts to make collages for every journal. So I didn't bother hanging it back up, but that can go back up. And I have a binder here of labels, and I did use a few labels. My project tray I usually use for my stamps and ink up here, and then I'll have just whatever extra pieces I want to have on hand, like extra scrapbook papers. And this has some pages from the sewing pattern catalogs. I keep those things here in case I need them for the project. And I usually have stamps and ink up here, but I didn't use very many stamps. So when I did pull them out, I just stuck them down there. And this had all my pattern pieces that I kept looking at. There's a couple stamp boxes because I used the little girls out of that set, these sets. And my seed packets I put there. And magazine images as needed. And I've refilled my glue bottles, and this is the bottle I filled it from, and I just didn't put that where it belongs. I just left it there. And so that's my messy room. So I am going to spend some time doing the finishing touches on my journals, the last 4 journals. Thank you all for, I was surprised that the 4 journals I listed sold as quickly as they did. I didn't know if they would this close to Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and get the other ones ready to put in the shop too as soon as I can. And I'm going to tack something else on the end of this video, and I think it might be the journal that I'm going to start using in January, and I can't wait to get started on using it. So hang on, because I'm going to make a video of that and tack it on to the end of this video. See you in a bit. All right, I still have my mess here. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to start working on that as soon as I finish showing you what my journal is going to be, that I'm going to be working in, my personal journal for January and probably February and March. And it's a journal that I purchased from Danielle at 11 Dancing Dandelions, and it's this one. And I know you've seen it. I showed it to you when I bought it, and I showed it to you in my series of videos of journals that I purchased from other creators. And I was lying in bed last night trying to sleep, and I was wondering what journal I would start using in January, because I'm probably not going to actually fill up the one I'm using now. I'm not doing anything in it but writing in it. As soon as I'm done with December, I'm moving on to a new journal. And there won't be a lot of space left in my current journal, I don't think. But I want to start a new year with a new journal. So this is what I'm going to use. I turned my light on and grabbed this off the shelf and looked through it and thought, yes, this is what I want to use. It comes with this dangle paper clip, and I can take this off. It also had a sheer blue ribbon tied around it, a wide one, and I have it somewhere. I just, if I haven't found it by the time I'm finished using this journal, I'll probably make another, tie another ribbon to put around it. But I hope I find the one that Danielle put on it. I'm going to take this off. We're not going to do a flip through of it because I've already shown it twice, and you'll see it again as I work in it. But I did want to look through these with you because I want to remind myself of the goodies that she sent that I have to work with. Oh, there's the ribbon. It's not a sheer one. Well, it's kind of sheer, but it's tulle. Is this the one? I don't think this is what she had tied around it. Maybe she included it. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different journal that had that big wide ribbon. So yeah, I'll use this for the ribbon, the tie around. I don't remember if she had it tied around it or not. I don't think so because it would still be tied. Anyway, she included that, and I can use this in the journal. It's got some glitter on it. Very princessy. I'll have to go back and watch my video to see what the ribbon was that was on it. Some crocheted flowers. Did you make the flowers, Danielle, or did you buy them from someone? They're really pretty. I love them. I love the color scheme, of course. There's a little card with some bead paper clips that I can use. I will definitely put these on. So I'm going to do a prep video before, probably after Christmas, but between Christmas and New Year, I'll do a prep video. I'm getting some of the stuff ready in this journal, and I will add these to the corners. There's a little paper clip, bulldog clip, and an envelope here. The envelope itself can be used. There's some pink mending yarn, and some Barbie money, Cherry Aid and Limeade labels, postcard, another, oh, I love these. Tiffany, she's from the 80s. Look at that, that's so cute. And a postcard with some scripture on it. A little sequin bow, perfect for Cinderella. Some scripture cards in the right colors. That's perfect. More Barbie money. Tiny, tiny doilies. I would love to find some of these, but I have some. That's awesome. A little game card. And a cutout from the book. This wrapping paper, kind of a Tiffany blue with silver paisley on it. There's another crocheted flower. And I might leave this, attach this somehow. It's a little medal that says thank you that she included with this. I might cover this. And what else will I do to prep? The corners, cover the back. Maybe just add some spots for journaling. So I could take this piece or another piece and add it there with some collage and have it all ready to start journaling on the first page. So maybe I'll do a few pages of that and in my prep video. There's still a couple more pieces I got. I interrupted myself. This is adorable. I love this. Oh, it's got a rainbow on it. Oh, that is so cute. It's one of those fold-a note cards. And then this is a rainbow too. Piece of stationery. Those are the things she sent me to use in here. She always includes a nice goodie pack in her journals. And I'll probably leave the dangle off while I'm working in it. But I'm putting it back on for now. Isn't that pretty? There's a castle on it. So that's my video for today. I hope that you feel encouraged that my room isn't always as neat as it is. It's rarely as neat as it was when I showed you my organized bathroom. I make a mess, a big mess when I'm working, but I clean up before I start the next video. I forgot to point out the terrible mess on the carpet, because it's amazing how messy it gets when you're cutting paper and you get little snippets of paper and little snippets of lace or fabric on the floor. So the carpet looks bad. So I'm looking forward to actually getting this room organized again and vacuumed and ready to go. So I hope that you're excited to see the process of working in this journal. So I love this journal. I can't wait to start in it. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye.